Imagine a squad-based first-person shooter inspired by Cyberpunk, Dredd, and Robocop, with music composed by Doom and Wolfenstein legend MICK GORDON, developed by gaming industry veterans who've worked on everything from Doom Eternal, Quake, The Last of Us, Blade Runner 2049, and Max Payne. Sounds pretty great, right? I can't be more excited to share that not only does this game exist, but that it's called Defect. Developer Empty Vessel just released a reveal trailer for the game, which introduces us to its dark dystopian world and showcases gameplay. So let's review everything that we know about Defect, a game that has quickly shot up toward the top of my most wanted list. So what is Defect? This is how the developers themselves describe the game. Anarchy versus authority is one of the game's monikers. Defect is a cyberpunk squad-based immersive objective shooter that pits various police and gang factions against one another in thrilling matches where you do more than eliminate threats, engage in multiple objectives with multiple finales like collecting data, smuggling guns, and assassination missions as you fight in PvP and co-op modes in squads. So it's PvP and co-op. So we may have multiple modes here. You may be able to play PvE or PvP. They don't specifically say PvPvE, so I think you're gonna have multiple choices. And this is where the law versus gang element comes into play. Presumably in the PvP specifically, you're gonna have both, police or law enforcement factions and gangs to choose from. We don't know, how many there's gonna be. We don't know if those choices are permanent, if you could change your character every game or every so often. We don't know how that works exactly, but it seems like you're gonna be fighting for control of this last bastion of humanity, which is under the control, technically, of an AI, right? This is like it is kind of like Mega City 1 kind of idea, like Dredd, that kind of dystopian future. And I think it's interesting here, like, how is the actual gameplay loop going to work? How's the progression going to work? There's a few different models, right? They're not using the term extraction shooter, so I don't think this is going to be like a quote-unquote looter shooter. I hate that term. I think this is going to play something more like, will it be like Payday, but with PvP blended in? There's PvP and PvE, obviously. Could they do something like Helldivers and have there be, this map of this giant city, and the factions that you belong to or are pledged to, you're actually trying to take control of various sections of the city? I think that'd be awesome. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see more games actually utilize that mechanic of controlling areas together as a faction and having objectives as a team and as a community. I think that worked really well in Helldivers, and I'd love to see it here in this dark dystopian world. So here is the lone trailer we have for the game. As you can see here, almost like Dead Drop's tower as well, or like the big mega structure in Dredd, the Carl Urban movie here. You got this, final bastion of humanity where all the players are going to be vying for control and actually playing the game. Very stylized. Again, this feels like Dredd or Robocop to me, but the good thing is here, we actually get gameplay in this trailer as well. The world already looks awesome, right? That's obvious from this trailer, but the gameplay in here is really awesome, and I'm going to put screenshots from this trailer up throughout the video for you guys, because the screenshots look really good. The in-game images look really good. I was worried when I first heard about this game, but I was excited about that it maybe wasn't very far along. It would be a long time until we see it, but we already get gameplay in this trailer, which I'm very happy about, because that means it's further along than at least I expected. So that's great. So who is Empty Vessel, the developer of the game? This is their first game, but the team is extremely experienced. If you go to emptyvessel.io, their website, you can actually see the profiles of a lot of their staff. They've worked on everything from Doom, Doom Eternal, Quake, Rage, like I said, Blade Runner 2049, Max Payne, Batman. There's Killing Floor in here. The team is very, very, very experienced. Uncharted, The Last of Us, Resistance, and these influences and these experiences are amazing. I don't know about you guys, but there's a lot of games here that are some of my favorites, which make me extremely excited. But then there's the composer, MICK GORDON, one of the most legendary video game music composers of all time. This is the man responsible for the creation of Doom 2016 soundtrack, Doom Eternal, some of the more really recent Wolfenstein games, Atomic Heart, Killer Instinct. This guy is a legend, and if he's giving this game, Defect, the sound that it's gonna have, not only is that amazing, you can be sure the soundtrack's gonna be amazing, but Mick has legions of fans, which is really good for Defect. It's gonna put a lot of eyes on this game and this world, and just give it a feeling that most games just can't match. And having Mick here, I think it's going to bring in a lot of players and make the game more likely to succeed, and of course, sound awesome. So the trailer revealed that you can wishlist Defect on Steam right now, which I've already done, as you can see here. Oh, and by the way, it does say 4v4v4v4 right here. So scratch that point I made earlier. But if you look here, it says there's cross-platform multiplayer. So while we knew, of course, the game was coming to Steam, we didn't know what other platforms. It sounds like it's coming to multiple platforms, at least eventually. And where will you be able to find more information on Defect? Well, they're on Twitter at PlayDefect, but they're also on multiple other platforms in addition to wishlisting on Steam. You can find them on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, even LinkedIn. So no matter where you are, make sure you follow Defect and look for Empty Vessel. This is a game you absolutely want to keep your eye on. Ever since I don't know about you guys, but ever since Empty Vessel was announced and had MICK GORDON on board, I was sold, I was there. The team's very experienced. Again, the Doom influences, the Dredd influences, the Robocop, just the world looking awesome from those very first teasers. But now that I've heard about the concept, I'm even more excited. You know, a game that gives me the option to play both PvP and co-op in that cyberpunk, that dark-like world. Again, I think the potential here is awesome. I can't wait to learn more. We don't have a release date yet, but I'm hoping against all odds that maybe we can get early access in late 2025 or something like that. But anyway, if you liked the video, click like, subscribe to the channel for more coverage of games just like this, and we'll see you in the next one. And of course, I'll bring you more info on this game and hopefully stream it at twitch.tv/MayorReynolds whenever we can. Thanks for watching. Mayor Reynolds out. This video is sponsored by Fortnite. Support a creator code MAYOR. That's all you got to do is plug MAYOR into your Fortnite or Epic Game Store. Support a creator slot. Whenever you make a purchase, and a portion of that purchase will go towards supporting my content. It costs you nothing. Just plug it in anytime you see support a creator in Fortnite or the Epic Game Store, and it will directly support my channel and help increase the budget for content like our live-action Dead Drop short film, Midnight, which you can go watch right now. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate the support. MAYOR in your support a creator slot. Thanks a lot.